Yeah, I mean, if there's anything I wish I could do again, probably my vocals on all of those, on both of those albums. But apart from that, no, I think you just kind of learn from all of that and move forward and get better each time.
Did you stop singing when the band finished the first time around? Did you just give up on singing, or were you always still trying to keep your voice in perfect condition?
Still singing, still writing and still singing. It's in our bones, so that's something that we'll always do. Let's
talk about being mothers and being in a group. Presumably your incentives are different to getting out of bed in the morning. For example, you got an alarm going off to get to school or to make a sandwich opposed to going to do GMTV or whatever. Has that kind of changed things as well for you, your new lives as parents?
It's just a little bit more hectic, but I try and make the most of it when I get home, and so there's no going off to clubs and things. It's just home and trying balancing it on. We've got good families, good support system, and we work it out. We work around it.
How are you going to fit them into this new part of your life?
Personally, I won't bring my son to any... I won't just drag him everywhere. I bring him to anywhere that I'm going to bring him. It's somewhere that has to be an environment that's good and clean and comfortable for him, because at the end of the day, the most perfect place for him, is at home. It's clean and he's familiar with it. So anywhere we take, it's not going to be places like radio stations or anything like that. It's just no point.
Because you radio people are known for being notoriously dirty.
Completely vulgar and deeply unattractive as well. Nicole, I want to ask you an honest question, and I don't mean this sarcastically or facetiously in any way, but why did you come back as a group? Why did you want to come back?
Well, that wasn't on my mind in the beginning. I just wanted my friends back. So.
But you could have had your friends back without bringing the group back, couldn't you?
Well, that's why we were asked, because rumours went round that we were all friends again. And then Shaz was approached because she was doing writing for other artists at the record company that we're now signed to. So he just basically asked. He said, "What are the girls up to?" And he said, if you fancy getting back together, then you guys can get a deal.
I think if he hadn't approached me about it, I don't think we'd be sat here today as a band. We'd probably just be friends now. So it's just one of the things. If he didn't ask, then no, we wouldn't be sat here. But he did, and he kind of got the ball rolling and got our heads thinking, and that's why we're kind of here now.
And now look at us.
God.
You see, I could do with watching Oprah Winfrey a bit more, because I'm recording this now in a radio station that fired me a year ago. And when I see the boss now who said I could do this today, I still kind of hated him because he fired me, but I had to smile because he was letting me use his studio. How are you with the fallouts and then getting over it? Is it completely 100% gone now? Or is there still a bit of you inside that remembers the stuff that happened? Because I'm not good with forgetting.
I think the 5 years and the realization that life is just too short, you could go on and be bitter and angry, but, I think that, do you know what I mean? We became settled and secure in our own lives, and we've grown up. We went through a big transition in our early 20s, you know what I mean? I think that, having kids and just watch them grow up and realizing what's important in life. And we did have a friendship, and that was what was missing, That was what was the sad thing about it. It was a shame that we fell out as friends over things that were to do with business, and all of it happened because of business. And it was, and we learned that in our 5 years of being apart, and I think the time was right, and we know what happened, and there's no point in, going back to that time. It's just nice to look forward to new things and a fresh start.
Shazney, let me ask you about your time in the band now. How are you going to be able to keep your lifestyle commitments with your family and then the lifestyle commitments, which basically are 24 hours a day? I mean, you, I'm sure, will have done endless interviews today. You've probably got them tomorrow, then you'll be promoting the single, the album, then you'll be touring. How is that going to work for you?
Everybody that works around us is kind of cool and understand. They all understand that we've all got children. So, yeah, it's been full on at the moment. But at the end of the day, my family come first, and when I'm not with my son and my husband and doing my lovely family life, I'm working. So at the moment, it's all good.
Very finally, Nick, I just want to talk to you about the people that you perform with. I know you did the Smash Hits tour in the beginning, Boyzone and Peter Andre and people like that, the Backside Boys. All these big groups. Do you want to go back to that again, or do you just want to keep it quiet? Or are you looking for mega stardom again? Because it could happen.
We had a great time on Smash Hits tour. We had a blast. We had a really good time.
So would you like to do it again then?
Nah.
See what I mean? It's an interesting
it's like-
thing,
it's
isn't
like-
it?
It's 'cause
You
it's,
kind of-
yeah. When you're young, it was like a school sort of
Disco.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? All like the different schools go to the same place for a day, and
Yeah.
it's all like, you know. And it's when you're young, it's nice, it's fun because it can, even though
That
you
is
know,
for that time.
Yeah, it's when you're at a certain age, it's fun.
And
Now
flirting and all that kind of stuff, and it was fun.
now, when we're finished doing what we have to do, we want to go home.
To our children, and that's
You
it.
know, we don't want to really.
It's not very showbiz and hedonistic, though, is it?
Doesn't matter because all that side of stuff is rubbish.
We've done we've done it. We've done it. We've been there,
Do you know
done
what I mean?
that.
It's
So
not like
all right.
the most important thing in the world, is it?
Well, I think it's tremendous that you're back, and this new single is just incredible. I'd love to say I like the album, but they wouldn't send it me under any circumstances, so I have no idea whether it's good, bad, or
You're
indifferent.
the only one. Everybody else got sent it.
Well, welcome to the story of my life. I think it's because I'm ginger.
Oh no, I feel sorry for you. What's going on?
I think I'm somehow abused by show business. I don't know what it is. I think it's some kind of abuse. But listen, thank you so much for sparing the time to talk to me. I really appreciate it. And good luck with the new single and the album. And I think you're tremendous. And thank you very much for
Thank you
coming
very
on.
much.
The Alex Belfield In Conversation podcast with daisymedia.co.uk.